The US dollar is on the defensive while the market is speculating about the idea of negative interest rates in the United States. The highlight of the day is a speech of the Fed's chairman. Futures on the benchmark US stock indexes were trading higher ahead of the crucial event, but Jerome Powell dampened investors' confidence, warning them about protracted recession. On Tuesday, the positive market sentiment was ruined amid mounting tensions between the United States and China. The Republican senators are pushing ahead with a vote on US sanctions against China. Besides, the White House banned the Federal Retirement Thrift Investment Board from investing in China's stocks. As a result, Wall Street is trading in the red, and the US dollar has regained losses. Demand for the US dollar will remain buoyant in the nearest days if the trade conflict deepens and if the second wave of coronavirus infections is confirmed. Unexpected moves from Donald Trump towards China could escalate risk aversion. The key stock indexes in the United States opened with gains today. Futures on the Dow Jones grew over 1% to trade at 23,722. The S&P 500 also rose about 1%. The US currency again reversed downwards, making efforts to stand the pressure from its main rivals. The US dollar index was trading at 99.70 in the early New York trade. Investors are alert to signals from Jerome Powell. The Fed's leader is expected to clear up the prospects of introducing negative interest rates. Until present, Fed's officials stated they did not see it appropriate to lower interest rates below zero. Most traders assume that Jerome Powell will refrain from negative interest rates. Anyway, the regulator could resort to this option if the US economy plummets the depth of a downturn amid the coronavirus pandemic. In his speech today, Jerome Powell sent a clear message that the national economy could be facing a protracted slowdown and stagnation of personal incomes. He pledged to exercise the central bank's authority in full if necessary and called on the government to increase budget spending. In the wake of his speech, Wall Street immediately reversed downwards and the US dollar index halted its decline. The Canadian dollar grew 0.3% against its American counterpart. The USD CAD pair is still trading above the level of 1.40. The loonie touched 1.4085, the weakest mark since May 7th. WTI futures are trading slightly higher ahead of OPEC's monthly report on the global oil market. WTI rose to $26 a barrel and reversed downwards later. OPEC again downgraded the forecast on oil demand for 2020. The cartel predicts the record slump in demand by 9.07 million barrels per day amid the pandemic. In the April report, the cartel told about a decrease in demand by 6.8 million barrels per day. Last month, experts warned about the steepest on record contraction in energy demand. That's all for today. You're watching Financial Market News on the InstaForex TV channel. We wish you always profitable deals. See you tomorrow.